Hi guys, this is Miles with Windows Central Gaming. Oh wait, no, sorry. I'm Jez with Windows Central Gaming. And you'll have to put up with me for this video because Miles hasn't yet played the Ascent, an upcoming exclusive indie Diablo-like from the new studio Neon Giant. And here's why you should definitely keep this on your radar. The Ascent was announced last year as part of a third-party showcase for Xbox. The early Ascent trailers looked so good that I couldn't help be a little bit skeptical. We've all been burned by those notorious downgraded games which didn't offer a realistic representation of the finished product. My skepticism, however, was recently obliterated in a neon-washed explosion since I had the opportunity to go hands-on for myself during a preview event via Parsec streaming. Despite being a remote demo, the Ascent has some of the most impressive visuals I've yet to see in a game. Although it was running on a high-end PC at the most extreme graphical settings, if it even comes close to looking this good on Xbox Series X, it could wind up being one of the best looking games on the console yet. The Ascent is set on a remote colony world called Veles. A corporate entity known as the Ascent Group maintains a deadly grip on the dystopic industrial world filled with crime, gangs, and mutant alien cyborg horrors. You're essentially a merc for hire, doing jobs to claw your way out of the society's underbelly, getting involved in all sorts of criminal intrigue and corporate politics. The environments have some truly inspiring depth despite the fixed camera perspective. The backgrounds are meticulously detailed, and the sheer variety of alien life forms and characters you'll encounter right from the opening is truly impressive. Entering one area, I was greeted with a traffic accident which sent a massive fireball explosion smashing a building to rubble in the background. It really slammed home the violence and chaos of life on this strange world. During my demo, I got to experience a couple of early missions within the game, meeting a few of the introductory characters and the first archaeological social hub. The Ascent might look like Diablo on the surface, but it's unapologetically tough by comparison. Your custom character is nowhere near as tanky out of the gate in your typical loot 'em up style Diablo clone. This is more like a tactical action RPG, where cover mechanics, careful use of your powers and grenades, and weapon management can mean the difference between life and being sent back to a checkpoint. Neon Giant describes this as an action RPG, and I definitely got the sense that it leans more towards RPG than I had previously expected. Gear upgrades, skill powers, mods, vendors, and questing take center stage over mountains of loot spam, although you will find plenty of compelling upgrades as you explore the dangerous corners of this dark world. Early on, you're introduced to Poon, who explains the current political landscape. The Ascent Group has collapsed, leaving a power vacuum in its way. Gangs, corporate entities, and other groups are looking to take over, and your job is to navigate the chaos and ultimately come out on top, or at the very least, survive. In the demo, I was able to wield some satisfying shotguns, regular assault rifles, and low-level pistols, but as you get higher up the chain, you'll be wielding particle beam cannons, flamethrowers, rocket launchers, and all sorts of hilarious tools of destruction. You'll also get a range of cyberpunk-inspired powers. The only one I had access to in the demo was some sort of power punch. It sent 3D projected ground-shattering textures across the floor, vaporizing enemies in a satisfying torrent of gore and particles. If this is the first power you get, God only knows what else the Ascent has in store for you. The Ascent launches on July 29 straight into Xbox Game Pass for PC and console, complete with a 4-player co-op and an average completion time of around 20 hours according to Neon Giant. Completionists may see more hours of gameplay too. As I write the script for this video, I can't help but feel a strong urge to jump back in, which for me is probably a good sign that the Ascent could become a bit of a hit. For sure, keep your eyes on this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Drop a like, have a good week guys.